ADHD, and not only that, but how you can also get your medical marijuana card legally in your state. All right, so we have got a couple people logged on. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us here live on the Ain't No Mommy High Enough page. I do want to mention that I have officially partnered with Leafwell, and that affiliation that I have with them allows me to help guide consumers like yourself in their medical marijuana journey. So instead of you having to go out on your own and find out how to acquire your medical cannabis card, you now have me to be able to assist you and help you with that journey. So today is going to be focused more on the strain of cannabis and not the actual brand. So we are talking today about strawberry cough. Strawberry cough. Let me see what I did with it. This is also part of my ADHD, is the memory issues. So again, we're not really focusing on the brand as much today as we are focusing on the strain. So this strawberry cough comes in, the particular strain that I have acquired comes in close to 30% THC. Close to 30% THC, which is really, really good. So what can strawberry cough do for me, you may be asking? What is it about this particular strain that can help with my ADHD, lack of energy, and focus? So here is our pre-roll for today's broadcast that we will be participating in. It's a lovely strawberry cough. So strawberry cough is known to actually calm to calm the mind. It is also known to slow down your heart rate, as well as, bringing that heart rate to a comfortable pace so that you can focus and allow for concentration. So again, if you are like me and you suffer from ADHD, and also I'm not sure if you caught on that, if you also have any heart conditions, if you're like me and have any heart conditions, strawberry cough actually helps to slow down your heart rate. So you definitely don't want to smoke strawberry cough if you have a heart condition where your heart rate or heartbeat is already too fast or sporadic or anything like that. But if you have a condition where you need to kind of slow that down, slow your focus down, slow your heart rate down, then strawberry cough is what you want to use. So I don't want to just tell you guys the benefits of each strain. We're going to do this every week, sometimes multiple times a week. We will have strain reviews where I tell you guys the awesome benefits, but not just that, also the contradictions of each strain. So what does this strain do for me that's good, and who may want to avoid the particular strain that we are discussing for that day. So if you have a heart condition where you are already having like a really slow heart rate, then you probably don't want to smoke strawberry cough, which will only further slow down your heart rate. So for me and others like me who have heart conditions, I got someone commenting on the other page here, what is this? This is my heart monitor. I just got a new one yesterday. It's a mobile heart monitor since I do have a heart condition. And that is another reason why I smoke cannabis. It has helped me such a great deal to cope and to find healing with a lot of the chronic illnesses that I myself have to live with. Then when you take this awesome new partnership that I have with Leafwell and combine the experience and the knowledge that I have about this amazing plant with the resources that Leafwell can offer, is just amazing. You won't be able to hear me, but I want y'all to see this. There it is. Don't know if y'all can see that airplane, but we are right by the Santa Barbara, California airport. So my apologies for that, but you guys will probably hear or see some planes going by. So strawberry cough, we're going to go ahead and light this up. Now, feel free to share this live with anyone in your life, any friends or family who you know need and could benefit from medical cannabis. If they have questions, some of your friends and family may have been asking and mentioning, hey, I really want to try medical cannabis. Or maybe they're already stoners and you would like to assist them with getting access to medical marijuana legally so that they do not have to do anything illegal. So my goal is to help as many people as possible acquire a legal medical marijuana card in the state of their residence. So Leafwell and I can definitely help you do that. The link is already posted in the description of this video. So as I'm talking, you guys can click on that link and you can click your state. There's a drop down and only the states that medical marijuana is legal in will be listed there. Choose your state and get started. You can literally get your legal medical marijuana card in your state as little as a few minutes to 24 hours in some cases with Leafwell. So it's definitely worth your time to give that link a click. And then just as an added bonus, any of you who use or follow the Ain't No Mommy High Enough page or mention that you watch this live or any of my other content, I will give you a code that gets you $15 off. That is a really good deal. That's a Starbucks coffee and a pastry maybe off of your fee that is charged to get your medical cannabis card. Now, I do want to mention about the fee that Leafwell charges. It is very reasonable. I have went to at least 5 to 6 different states, especially in the South, to get medical cannabis certification, and it is always hundreds of dollars. Hundreds. And Leafwell is not like that. So don't you worry about breaking the bank and taking all your savings to get your medical cannabis card. Okay, where we are about to light this up. Again, I am live on both the phone and the tablet. If you have any questions, call them back. Okay, we're going to light up Strawberry Cough. Absolutely delicious. Now the high, because a lot of you are not really used to THC, and most of the people who I talk to, they tell me two things. They want to try medical cannabis. They have some kind of medical condition or ailment that they think medical cannabis can assist them with, which is usually the case. But then they also tell me that they don't want to be high, or they're scared of being high, or they want to know what the feeling is like. So that's another thing or point that I want to make sure I make available to my followers and my high fam is, the feelings of each strain. So Strawberry Cough is a euphoric, uplifting, it's going to give you creativity, give you a generally happy mood. So if you have depression, seasonal, bipolar, or otherwise, this could help. It gives you that energy, that happiness, that creative and euphoric mindset. Can also help with pain. It's not going to be the best for pain. We're going to focus on some other strains that will be a lot better for tackling things like anxiety and chronic pain. Now, speaking with that, social anxiety. If you have social anxiety, you want to try Strawberry Cough. It will help to calm down your anxieties and your stress when it comes to interacting with people and talking to people. This is the strain for you. Really delicious, really citrusy profile to this cannabis. I'm going to pass it to my wife, who is also a medical cannabis user. So while we do that, let's take a look and talk a little bit about the terpenes that we will find in Strawberry Cough. We're going to get down to the bottom of what's in it and what does it do, because most of the people I talk to are in the South and they have no idea about cannabis and the different terpenes and profiles available. So we're going to have carafilene. Carafilene is one of my most favorite terpenes. Definitely one of my favorite cannabis terpenes. It's what gives your flower. Here comes another airplane. There it goes. So carafilene is a strain that is very peppery. When you hear carafilene, think pepper, cracked black pepper, found in cinnamon, cloves as well. And actually, carafilene is a very good anti-inflammatory. It's an antimicrobial. It is a pain and cholesterol reducer. Did you hear that? Cholesterol reducer. So the natural terpenes found in strawberry cough can also help to reduce cholesterol and prevent osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, you say. Pain, you say. Inflammation, you say. ADHD. Social anxiety. In a plant. All from this plant. Generally, usually no side effects other than being a little hungry. And as a matter of fact, let's find out about that. Just a little point, and perfect timing. So another thing I always hear is, I don't want to smoke because I want to watch my weight, or I'm on a diet and I just get the munchies. Every time I smoke, I get the munchies, and it's horrible. I eat the whole house up, right? Wrong. Humulene. Humulene. Humulene is a terpene found in various cannabis strains, and lucky me, it is also found in strawberry cough. So for our strain of the day, strawberry cough has carafilene, limonene, and also humulene as one of its most dominant terpenes. So this is a natural appetite suppressant, a natural appetite suppressant. So if you are lacking energy, lacking focus, have ADHD, want to lower your heart rate, lower your cholesterol, as well as naturally suppress your appetite, strawberry cough may be the strain for you. Learn about the terpenes, just like when you go to the doctor and they prescribe you these prescriptions and these pills, and you ask about the side effects, and they're supposed to tell you. And of course, when you get these pills and other medications from the doctor, you're going to have all kinds of crazy side effects. Trust me, I've been there, currently there, I know. But I can speak from experience when I say that medical cannabis has completely changed, my life when it comes to all the side effects and contradictions that you have from medicine, medicine in general. None of that. It is so good with helping without hurting, and it's natural. It is, a plant came from this earth, and it helps us with so much. I'm going to turn the screen around just so you guys can see a little more. Let me turn that flash off of the terpenes that we have in this strain. So this is just coming straight from Google, and this is accessible to anyone. So you can look here, and you've got beta carafilene, limonene, myrcene, alpha humulene, geraniol, linalool, carafilene oxide, and beta pinene. And all of those terpenes actually are what give the cannabis its smell, its taste, and its effect. So very important to know the terpenes of the strain that you choose, whether it is flower, whether it is extract, whether you're eating a edible. You want to know what the terpenes are in the strain that the product was made with. Because yes, there are some strains that cause anxiety. Yes, there are some strains that make you lethargic. There are some strains that make you hungry and give you food cravings. There are some strains that suppress your appetite. So just like with any other thing, I always recommend that if you're going to get started in medical cannabis and you have questions and curiosities and you want to give medical or recreational cannabis a try, talk to someone who knows, do your own research, find out what works for you, because every strain is not the same. So if you found my page today, or if it was shared with you, thank you so much and congratulations, because here on this page we're going to focus on the facts about medical cannabis, the benefits, and we're going to help get legal medical marijuana into the hands of everyone who needs it and deserves it. I always pause right here because, I like to let my High Fam know and my followers know why I do this. And One reason is because of my own personal journey. Speaking of which, let me pass it. I suck at passing. But my own personal journey with chronic issues, chronic health, but also because of my father. And so anytime I remember, I want to always talk about what medical cannabis can do and is doing for our veterans. I lost my father last year. He was addicted to alcohol like nobody's business. He suffered from PTSD from his time in the military and losing my brother when he was only about 2 weeks old and other things in life. And my father lost his life when I fully believed that he didn't have to. He didn't have to suffer through life and his health and his emotions without any help the way he did, without having alcohol as the only means of healing and coping that he had. If the Veterans Association and the Veterans Affairs would realize what this plant can, will, and is able to do for the people who have served our country, selfishly served our country, they should definitely start acting on the research that is already out there. And not only that, but what the veterans themselves are saying they desire. And the veterans have spoke up. There are ballots all over the country that are springing up and getting signed by hundreds and thousands of our nation's veterans who have spoken. They want access to medical cannabis. And we should allow and make that access easy for the people who have come back from overseas with injuries and emotional trauma and scars that pills just aren't doing it for, and therapy may not be doing it for. I definitely recommend therapy though, but we should allow, just like we would allow and have been for decades and centuries, allowing our veterans to go to the doctor and get loaded up with opioids and all kinds of pain relievers and mind-numbing mental health medications. We allow that with all of these side effects that it gives our veterans, the people who sacrificed their lives for us and gave years of their time. Ooh, a hummingbird. And it is so beautiful. I'm going to see if I can show y'all this. That's just perfect timing. We should definitely be, oh, it's gone, giving our veterans a better system of care and a better access to medical cannabis for those who desire it. And then educate. You can't give access without education. That goes with any medication, anything that you take into your body. Access and education. So that is exactly what this live is about. If you know a veteran, which who doesn't know a veteran, or if you know someone in the military, share this live with them, ask them to share it so that we can get medical cannabis in their fingertips. It's lit. All right, so the next thing and the final topic, here you go, it's going to be, the medical conditions. I do want to speak on that just a little bit, as far as what medical conditions are needed in each state to be able to acquire a medical cannabis card legally. I'm going to go through just a few of the most popular ones that I have been asked about. Definitely Arkansas, we can start there. I can tell you straight off top that PTSD, I believe, and anxiety and seizures are definitely on the Arkansas medical cannabis list. Thank you, babe. And arthritis. Doing this with one hand, so let me work smarter, not harder. All right. So on the Arkansas list, we have cancer, nausea. So if you get car sick and you've been going to the doctor and nothing is helping you get over that car sickness, if you get vertigo really bad to the point where it makes you nauseous, and you have a doctor that's able to certify, like, yes, this person has irretractable nausea, that is on the list. HIV or AIDS, hepatitis C. Oh, that could definitely not. Oh, I'm not sure if y'all saw that. So hepatitis C or UC, which is also ulcerative colitis. So hepatitis C or UC, Crohn's disease, Alzheimer's disease. Now, I definitely want to point that one out. You know, I think that's new to me too. So Alzheimer's disease, if you have Alzheimer's or your grandmother, grandfather has Alzheimer's, they can legally get a medical cannabis card. So when you see these older people with a joint in their hand, happy, this is why. And this is definitely, I am going to be one of the people who get tested for early onset Alzheimer's because I already have no memory. And people like to say that smoking weed does something to your memory, and certain strains do, but certain strains also help out with memory loss, that short-term recall. For me, when I smoke a good sativa like Strawberry Cough, I can definitely recall better, like events of the last couple weeks, when sometimes I would have to really sit and think like, oh my God, did I file that paper? Did I drop that off at the mail? You know? So, Alzheimer's, Tourette syndrome. This could really, really help. I have a good friend whose daughter has Tourette syndrome, and cannabis is not legal in her state. But it would definitely be able to help, especially like a good indica strain would be able to help calm a lot of those impulses that a person with Tourette syndrome has. Because most of those, you know, when you, a person with Tourette's, when they have a tic, or I think there's a better term for it that I just can't think of, it's usually a neurological impulse firing off in their communication center, you know, telling them to speak, or recalling a memory that excites them and causes them to speak, or an emotion. And a good strain of indica with the right terpene profile could really calm that down for someone with Tourette syndrome. PTSD, exactly. So PTSD in the state of Arkansas is on the list as a qualifying condition. Persistent muscle spasms. So if you played sports and now your sports injury or your old age is catching up with you, and you've been telling your doctor, hey, I've got muscle spasms and my legs and my back, and that is on the list of qualifying conditions. Severe arthritis, as my wife mentioned, epilepsy, as I mentioned, neuropathy, peripheral neuropathy, which is, again, is like a condition of your nerves, ALS, intractable, I don't know why I always say irretractable, intractable pain. So if you, again, been in pain and you've been talking to your doctor and you don't want to take opioids, you don't want to be on muscle relaxers, you don't want to get on codeine and all of those numbing medications, and you want to try something natural, it's time for you to click that link in the description so you can get your legal medical marijuana card. Just a few more: fibromyalgia, glaucoma, and wasting syndrome. Wasting syndrome is like when someone is wasting away. Their body is, they're losing a lot of weight. Their hair and nails may be deteriorating because they're not getting the nutrients. So their body is basically wasting away. And of course, cannabis can help with that because certain strains give you the munchies. That's right. So even the things about cannabis that a lot of people may view as bad, you just have to, again, find the strain and the terpene profile that works for you. All right, so that was Arkansas. Another one that I get asked about a lot, which is a southern state, Louisiana, right next door. So on the Louisiana list, it's a little bit longer, give or take one or two. So it starts with autism. So autism is a qualifying condition for medical cannabis. So if you are on the spectrum for autism, you can go to your mental health doctor and you can get a medical card, or as long as they have the diagnosis of autism, you would go to your doctor. Leafwell that link below will help do the rest. You just click the link and pick Louisiana, and they will help you do the rest. Okay, wasting syndrome again, cancer. Interesting how cancer was not on the list for Arkansas. But cancer usually does cause nausea, wasting, and pain. So thankfully our cancer patients in Arkansas aren't left out. But there's definitely a missing bracket there for them that has to change. And the only way that's going to happen is if people like you like and share videos like this and topics like this so that we can get the laws changed in each state. So cancer is a qualifying condition in the state of Louisiana, however not in Arkansas. Moving on to Crohn's disease, epilepsy, once again, very glad to see that one on there as always. Glaucoma, HIV/AIDS, intractable pain, I promise I will get that word right one day. Muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, post-traumatic stress, so PTSD, once again. Seizure disorder, so not everyone who has seizures has epilepsy. Do want to make that clear, because you can definitely have epilepsy, and then or you can have a seizure disorder and not have epilepsy. Okay, moving on to severe muscle spasms and any other condition that is not otherwise specified that a physician in their medical opinion considers debilitating to an individual patient and is qualified through medical education and training to treat. So basically, if you have a condition that is not on this list and your doctor feels like in his medical opinion you need or could benefit from medical cannabis, then your doctor would help you get would write that necessary paper. But thankfully for you, you don't even have to go through all that. You can literally just click the link. The link is in the description, and it is also should be somewhere along the top. There should be a featured link attached to this live. So great job there, Louisiana, in taking care of our medical cannabis patients. All right, so the last state we are going to do just for today, we will light up the rest of our strawberry cough. Okay, so let's take a look at California. Now, California is a special state compared to the ones that we have been talking about previously. So let's say you do not have health insurance, right? And you haven't been able to get to the doctor, and you're maybe just scared of going to the doctor, and you want to try medical cannabis or recreational cannabis. You would have to go to a recreationally legal state such as California. In Arkansas and Louisiana, only those who have a doctor who has diagnosed them with one of those conditions on the list can get a medical cannabis card. So California is recreationally legal. So when I go through the conditions here, the good thing is if you're listening from California, you can go. Wow. You can go to your local dispensary, your recreational dispensary in a recreationally legal state like California, and get a strain that will help you with these same conditions, whether you have a medical card or not. But unfortunately, for those of you who are in medically legal states, only medically, recreational is not available everywhere yet. That's why patients like you need people like me, and I'm a patient myself. So patients like me need people like me and people like you. So going on with the California list, we have acquired immune deficiency syndrome, which that is AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, anorexia, arthritis, wasting syndrome, cancer, chronic pain, glaucoma, migraines, severe nausea, muscle spasm. It does say persistent, so persistent muscle spasms, such as those that are caused by MS or multiple sclerosis, and also seizures. And it also says that your physician can also recommend cannabis to help with chronic or persistent medical symptoms that either substantially limit your ability to conduct major life activities or cause serious harm to your safety, physical or mental health. So even California basically has a little clause that says if you don't have a condition listed above, but you have something that limits your ability to live a normal life or could cause serious harm to your safety or mental health, your doctor and Leafwell can help you with getting a medical cannabis card. So that is awesome. Most of the states that we see with a legal medical marijuana system have the basics: cancer, seizures, chronic pain, PTSD. All of those things are usually covered. So what do the people in the states who are not medically certified yet, what are they going to do? That's what, for me, as a person who cares deeply about the well-being of others, there are so many states that are not set up with a medical cannabis program of any sort. There's so many people that do not have access to medical cannabis, and it's very sad because they have really no other options at that point than to be stuck with pills. All right, so again, because this video is not just about medical cannabis, it is about the joint that we are smoking, which is Strawberry Cough. This is awesome. I think we've been going live for about 20 minutes now. I feel great. How do you feel, babe? Awesome. She feels awesome. I keep wanting to show y'all these planes landing because they're landing so close. There you go. But this Strawberry Cough is awesome. My knee is on fire. It's been hurting for the last couple days. I've got my brace on. I was barely limping through to this pool when I got here. I barely limped over here. And I definitely don't feel as much of the pressure as I did. The muscle part of my knee has relaxed so much. I have really bad anxiety, even though I'm a very outgoing person. And this strain, like, I already feel like how my mind just runs sometimes is already being calmed down. My ADHD, I can sit here and kind of chill, but at the same time, I'm very euphoric, very happy. I'm feeling very energetic. So really like this strain. Still lit. If you're watching, in the comments, tell me, what is your favorite medical marijuana strain? I must know. Oh, hey, Ashley. Thank you guys for watching. We are Berry Cough. We have went through about 3 of the states that have medical cannabis systems set up and the conditions that you should have to get your medical cannabis card. If you are needing access to medical cannabis and you have PTSD, epilepsy, chronic pain, if you have trouble sleeping at night and your insomnia is making it where you're not getting the rest that you need and you are stressed out, medical cannabis may be available in your state, and all you've got to do is click the link. You can talk to me. I'm going to have strain reviews like this one in beautiful areas like Santa Barbara, California. Every week I'm going to bring you content like this and answer your questions. About medical cannabis. Hey there, Buzz. I just tried this and I really like it. It is a good strain. Oh my goodness, isn't it? I've had Strawberry Cough from a few different growers, but it never disappoints. I tried a strain that was fused or hybrid of Strawberry Cough, actually out of San Diego, and it gave me energy for hours. One of my favorite. Definitely love it. Thanks so much for watching, Buzz, and for your comments. Alrighty, guys. Well, this has been awesome. I thank all of you for coming out and coming in with your questions. Remember, you got to share it. You know, you got to hit the like button. You got to hit the share button. It's not for me. You know, I have my medical cannabis card. I'm also in a recreationally legal state. So your likes and your shares, I appreciate it, because what it's going to do is help my message and Leafwell's message and medical cannabis's message reach more people and help more people. You know, more veterans, more mothers, more fathers, you know, more students, more people can benefit from this amazing plant than what the system and the law and the education available kind of gives us. I mean, there's hummingbirds everywhere, babe. You see them? There's two right there on the top of this. That's awesome. Alrighty, guys. Well, this has been Ain't No Mommy High Enough, a strain review and some information on strawberry cough. Live from sunny California. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit that like and that share and click that link. Stop waiting. If you need your medical cannabis card, just click the link, and I got even better benefit for you. Because you watch this live, all you have to do is ask for it in the comments or DM me. I will get you a $15 off coupon just because you watch this. I have a coupon code enough for everyone who wants it. All you got to do is like this video and share it. So like it, share it, hit me in the comments, whatever. Interact with this page and you get $15 off. And by the way, it's not expensive. It's not expensive at all. All right, I am out of here. Stay high,